Hello everyone, welcome to the Theimpactplay. I'm your show host and team lead, Muhammad Adam is known as Itsigu, and we are your one-stop news shop for latest and greatest across gaming, tech, entertainment, sports, and music. Plus, we're also amplifying voices from those perspective fields and having the service told here on Theimpactplay. You can join us when we record live over at twitch.tv/MikePlay, and even we are simultaneously streaming to youtube.com/MikePlay. So no matter however you consume your content or whatever you consume it, we are there. Your support keeps the lights running and keeps the content coming. You can support us over at anchor.fm/theimpactplay, where to support us and above have access to exclusive content, the post show, getting the show ad free, and so much more. Or you can even support us by using our Epic credit code, the Theimpactplay. We are Epic partners, so every purchase you make within the Epic store, whether you're Rocket League, Fortnite, Fall Guys, and more, no matter where you play or how you play, even if it's a free-to-play title, when you use that credit code, we get a little bit of kickback, and this will help us support the show in a brand new way, and no extra cost to you. But the Theimpactplay is sponsored by Audible. However, me and the team will tell you about that later. This is episode 258, and on the agenda we have everything that happened at the 2022 Game Awards, Microsoft's 10-year commitment to PlayStation and Sony. To PlayStation and Nintendo. Riot Games' Project L, Twitter's relaunched Blue subscription service, the winners of the Los Angeles Film Critics Awards. The Flash movie is delayed. Scream 6 is going to be even more mortifying. Rush Hour 4 is in development. John Cena is returning to the WWE, the World Cup semifinals. Showdown, iHeartRadio's Jingle Ball. New and upcoming music by SZA, Gucci Mane, Sky Cats, and more, plus the top stories of the week. So welcome to our very first segment of the show, where we discuss what I've been playing, what I've been enjoying essentially, what I've been up to. Alrighty, folks. So, what have I been playing lately? I've been playing with Brawlhalla. I always have fun hopping into a match. Uh, I'm currently Destiny 2. I'm planning on hopping as well. But what I've been hopping into most currently is actually Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which I haven't played in a while. Without before all these DLCs came out, the Siege to Paris, uh, what's that? Odin coming to a new DLC, and even the free DLC that's available now. That is like a prerequisite to Assassin's Creed Mirage. That's why I want to. That's why I'm playing it now, trying to complete it as well before Mirage hits our doorstep. Watching now, I'm currently watching Boruto, which is on Crunchyroll now, so I'm trying to keep up to date with that. I'm like about give or take maybe 70 episodes away by being current on that front. Uh, that's about it that I've been on. I guess let's get into the news, folks, and we're gonna start with your housekeeping. But before we do, you can sign up for your free 30-day trial and immediately get access to 1 credit. And if you have Amazon Prime, get access to 2 credits. And it's good for any premium title. Simply go to audibletrial.com/Theimpactplay. Once again, the URL is audibletrial.com/Theimpactplay. Thank you to Audible for sponsoring this episode of the Impact Play. Alrighty, folks. So the first one up is, of course, we are doing a charitable campaign rallying funds for our local children's hospital, Children's Healthcare out of Atlanta. And you can make a difference in our child's life as little as $1. A dollar will definitely go a long way. You can even make your donations anonymous if you so choose. If you don't want your donation to be read aloud without like a gamer tag or anything else associated with it. But nonetheless, we've gone ahead and went above and beyond, and we were the first to make a donation to our fundraiser. So, and we encourage you to do the same as well. You don't necessarily have to match our donation, but our job is simply to encourage you to donate. So if you can, you could donate. If you guys are watching us live on Twitch, you could go ahead and type exclamation donate in chat, and it'll give you the donation link. But if you're on Twitch, if you scroll, even if you scroll down rather, and you can donate, you can make a donation on or offline as well. Scroll down, click on that donation image down below, and you can make a donation that way. And we will read it the next time we're on. But for everyone else on YouTube, as you could go to our about pages and you could click on the donation link down there as well. And of course, we all know that the Game Awards was about less than a week ago, and of course there was a lot of gaming trailers that were games that were announced, announcements, world premieres, and what have you. But nonetheless, we have a lot of that available on our YouTube channel, so youtube.com/Theimpactplay, and you can check a very good majority of those announcements on our YouTube channel as well. And not just that, we were official co-streamers of the 2022 Game Awards, thanks to the Game Awards committee as well as Jeff Keighley himself. So you could check out our live reactions, our up to the minute responses, and what have you by checking out our official co-stream on our YouTube channel as well. Alrighty. And of course, you can check out a good amount of our trailers on our TikTok channel, or at Theimpactplay, or even on our Instagram channel as well, if you guys are interested. So I guess that's it for housekeeping. I guess we'll get into the news, folks. We're going to start with your gaming play. Alrighty, folks. So I was even made aware of this until after the Game Awards actually concluded. That, if you guys remember, once Elden Ring was announced as the game of the year, then the team met on stage. They gave their things, gave their commencement speeches, and what have you. But they were followed by an individual that actually snuck up on stage with them, and it's that kid that made that weird comment and that weird thanks after their commencement speech, and he was later arrested. By he was later held by security and arrested by local authorities as well. But we're gonna get into this article by PC Gamer. And he said he wanted to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox rabbi, Bill Clinton. Uh, but he has a knack for crashing awards shows as well. He's actually a YouTuber that does this as well, for apparently his content. He was a pair. He goes by the name of Maidon. Let's see. Um, Trying to get into this. Yeah, but essentially he's a YouTuber that does this as well. But yeah, and I guess we'll get into the actual Game Awards as well. And of course, they've been. This is coming from none other than the Game Awards show as well, and of course, written down by yours truly. So, the host, the Game Awards, 2022 Game Awards, hosted by Sidney Goodman, of course, by the man himself, Jeff Keighley. We have appearances by Al Pacino, Animal from the Muppets, and more. And I guess we'll get into the reveals first, and then we'll follow up by the actual awards. Which game went home with the awards shows, with the awards. But nonetheless, we got this is in order as well as they were being announced. So we have Vampire Survivors that was announced for mobile that is now available. Dead Cells Return to Castlevania. The DLC will be coming in Q1 of 2023. Valiant Hearts, we got our new trailer. Returnal is coming to PC in early next year. And then we got an ad for Game Pass and Samsung starring none other than Ninja. Followed by a world premiere of Hellboy Web of Wyrd, Wyrd, if I read that correctly. We got we got another trailer for Horizon Call of the Mountain. We got a gameplay look into gameplay that's coming to the PSVR 2. We got a look at Post Trauma by Raw Fury, Viewfinder, Street Fighter 6. We get a new trailer highlighting the World Tour mode, more characters, plus an official release date of June 2nd, 2023. Among Us is getting a new game mode, Hide and Seek, which is now available. After Us, we got an announcement that is coming spring of next year. Replaced, we got a new trailer. Hades 2 by Supergiant Games was announced, which is the sequel to the first iteration. That is starring the Princess of the Underworld. That is coming. Early access is coming in 2023. Judas was announced from the Bioshock creator Kevin Levine. at Ghost Story Games. It was announced on stage by the man himself. Bayonetta Origins, so Reza and the Lost Demon was announced by Platinum Games. Will be coming March 17th, 2023, which is a prequel to the first Bayonetta. Ghostbusters: Rise of the Ghost Lord, VR. We got a look at co-op and a first look into gameplay. Destiny 2 Lightfall expansion. We got a gameplay trailer for that. Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. We got a new trailer featuring the late Kevin Conroy. Will reprise his role as Batman one last time. The Last of Us Part 1 is coming to PC March 3rd of 2023. We got a trailer for that. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is coming. It was announced by the actor himself. Also, it is coming March 17th, 2023. Earthblade is coming 2024. Dude Awakening, we got an in-engine trailer. And we got another ad for PUBG Mobile and Grubhub featuring Courage. Death Stranding 2 was announced by Kojima himself on stage. And also, the title isn't official, but the name is officially in the works. It's not official just yet. Immortals of Avium was announced by Ascendant Studios and EA. Tekken 8, we got a new trailer featuring a ton of new fighters. And apparently Jin Kazama's mother will be a playable character. Nightingale, we got a new trailer. Baldur's Gate 3 is coming August of 2023. Wayfinder, Fire Emblem Engage. We got the first expansion trailer that is an expansion pass trailer. And the DLC pass is coming next year. Sky Children of the Light was announced an in-game concert featuring Aurora, followed by a performance by Hasley, followed by a new trailer for Diablo 4, and a confirmed release date of June 6, 2023. Horizon Forbidden West is getting another expansion. Burning Shores is coming April 19th of next year. Blue Protocol has been announced by Bandai Namco and will be produced. Not produced. What's that? Not produced. Distributed by Amazon Studios and will be coming next year. Remnant 2 was announced. Transformers Reactivate. We got a reveal trailer. Behemoth VR was revealed. The Super Mario Brothers got a new clip featuring none other than Toad, but was presented on stage by Keegan Michael Key and will be coming in theaters April 7th. Banisher's Ghost of a New Eden by Don't Nod and Focus Entertainment is an action RPG. Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2, we get a new gameplay trailer. Meet Your Maker will be coming April 4th, 2023. Blood Bowl 2, we got a new gameplay overview trailer. The Witcher 3, we got another Wild Hunt launch trailer for next gen. The Lords of the Fallen, we got a first look at gameplay. Epic Games and 505 Games announced Crime Boss Rock K City. It's coming March 28th, 2023. The very first raid for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was announced and revealed in a trailer. Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty received a new trailer revealing that Idris Elba will be coming in the upcoming expansion. Rocket League Frosty Fest will return December 22nd. Wild Hearts, we got a new trailer. Armored Core 6 Files of Rubicon will be coming 2023. Final Fantasy 6 is coming to the PS5 June 22nd of next year. And now let's get into the awards, folks. Give me a second. For some reason, this thing's acting weird. There we go. Got it. Okay. So now the awards. Game of the Year went to Eldering, and we were right on that front. And apparently, after they accepted the award, they teased an apparent upcoming DLC. We'll see what happens. Best Game Direction went to Elden Ring as well. Best Narrative went to God of War Ragnarok, which we were wrong on that one. We voted for a Plague Tale Requiem. Best Art Direction went to Elden Ring, which we were right on as well. Best Score and Music didn't go to Xenoblade Chronicles 3 as we thought, but it went to God of War Ragnarok. Best Audio and Design did not go to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, but it went to God of War Ragnarok. Best Performance did not go to Ashley Birch for Horizon Forbidden West, but it did go to Christopher Judge, God of War Ragnarok. Game for Impact went to As Dusk Falls. Best Ongoing Game did not go to Apex Legends, but went to Final Fantasy XIV. Best Indie did not go to Sifu, went to Stray. And Best Debut Indie did not go to Tunic, but it went to Stray as well. Best Mobile Title did not go to Apex Legends Mobile, but instead went to Marvel Snap. Best Community Support did not go to Destiny 2, it went to Final Fantasy XIV. Best VR and AR title did not go to Red Matter 2, but it went to Moss Book 2. Innovation and Accessibility went to God of War Ragnarok. Best Action title did not go to Sifu, but instead went to Bayonetta 3. Best Action and Adventure title did not go to Horizon Forbidden West, but instead went to God of War Ragnarok. Best RPG went to Elden Ring. Best Fighting Game did not go to King of Fighters 15, but instead went to Multiverses. Best Family title did not go to Splatoon 3, but instead went to Kirby Into Forgotten Land. Best Sports and Racing title went to Gran Turismo 7. Best Sim and Strategy title went to Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Best Multiplayer title went to Splatoon 3. Content Creator went to Ludwig. Best Esports and Athlete did not go to Generation G for League of Legends. Instead, it went to Jacob Whittaker for Cloud9 for Valorant. Best Esports Coach did not go to Go Score Dunk, but instead it went to Matthias. And Best Esports Event went to the 2022 League of Legends World Championship. Best Esports Game did not go to League of Legends, went to Valorant. Best Esports Team did not go to Generation G Gaming for League of Legends. Instead, I went to Loud for Valorant. Most Anticipated did not go to Final Fantasy 16, but instead went to The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Best Adaptation went to Arcane for League of Legends. And that's all we got for you for the 2022 Game Awards. Alright, so I guess move on to our next bit of gaming news. Microsoft has made a 10-year commitment to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo and even PlayStation as well. Coming over from IGN. And apparently PlayStation is the only one against it. And plus they've offered that same deal simultaneously to Steam as well. Coming over from IGN. And apparently there's a new update on this coming over from Eurogamer. The Xbox CEO Phil Spencer believes that PlayStation is trying to retain its dominance of the console market by making quote-unquote Xbox smaller. And objecting to its acquisition of Activision Blizzard. Sony is trying to protect its dominance on the console, the way they grow by making Xbox smaller. Spencer said on the Second Request podcast when discussing the one major opposer to the deal, Sony. Sony is trying to protect its quote-unquote dominance on the market. The way they grow is by making Xbox smaller. Sony has a very different view of the industry than we do. They don't ship their games day by date on PC. They do not put their games into their subscription when they launch their games. Spencer claimed that Sony is leading the dialogue around why the deal shouldn't go through, saying the company is trying to protect PlayStation's dominant position on console by grabbing onto Call of Duty. And accordingly, the FCC is reported looking into approve the buyout. And apparently, they expect the deal to be finalized by middle of 2023. And that's actually true. Like, they've been preventing a lot of games for going on Game Pass itself. They've been paying developers hands on for going on Game Pass. So there is evidence to this because they've been doing this for a while. And I guess let's move on. So Hogwarts Legacy gameplay, we're getting a showcase coming from IGN. So Warner Brothers and Avalanche have confirmed the second Hogwarts Legacy gameplay showcase will be arriving on December 14th, tomorrow as of this recording. And it looks to give fans a brand new look at the much anticipated adventure that will transport players back to the beloved magical world that was first introduced in the Harry Potter books. It'll start at 1 p.m. Eastern, and we are going to co-stream this event as well. And apparently, Hogwarts Legacy is coming to the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, and PC on February 10th. PS4 and Xbox One players are getting it following April 4th, and Nintendo Switch players are getting access July 25th. Alrighty. And nextly, we're going to Project L, Riot's League of Legends fighting game resurfaces with a new gameplay trailer coming from IGN as well. Of course, it's featuring none other than the League of Legends characters themselves. And we're gonna reveal these stills coming over from IGN. There you are, folks. Of course, this isn't the final work, but it gives you a little bit of a glimpse. That's about it. That's all we have for you of Project L, Riot League's upcoming fighting game. And nextly, we have Epic Games is launching minor specific user accounts, meaning that you could create minor specific accounts. And of course, you would have to set the approval for using voice chat, purchasing items, and linking their accounts, and purchasing and downloading games, of course. That's it for gaming. I guess we can move on to tech. Twitter is apparently relaunching its blue subscription service and verification check marks on Monday. Well, under this article, so that means it was already relaunched. December for $8. However, if you guys are on iOS, it'll cost you $3 more. To offset the quote unquote Apple tax, the 30% Apple takes on in app purchases. But apparently, you, you'll get access to the blue checkmark after your account has been quote unquote reviewed. The virtual label for businesses will be replaced by a gold checkmark, and government and multilateral accounts will get a gray checkmark. And alongside the checkmark, subscribers will be able to edit their tweets, upload video at 1080p, and access reader mode. You'll also be able to change their handle, display name, or profile photo, but the blue checkmark will be lost until their account is reviewed once again. And this following the series is coming over from Engadget. The Instagram has relaunched its BeReal clone and quote unquote candid stories. So Instagram's Meta has introduced candid stories, which is a new feature with Instagram stories that recreates BeReal's signature once a day selfies. So you can apparently share a selfie, which is pretty much the same thing as a reel, essentially. Well, yeah. Essentially, it's now available. Apple has released iOS 16.2 with an always-on display, changes, and even tighter security. With quote-unquote advanced data protection options that brings end-to-end encryption to more of your iCloud data, including device backups, message content, notes, and photos. And Apple is apparently limiting AirDrop sharing, which will now have 10 minutes to swap files with everyone before the feature reverts to contacts only. Right? And apparently, Apple's iPhone 14 emergency SOS feature has gone live in France, Germany, Ireland, and the UK. So that looks like that's it for tech. Now we'll move on to entertainment. And the first one up, we have the Golden Globe 2023 nominees have been announced, coming up from IGN. The Golden Globe nominations for 2023 have been announced, with the Banshees of Inertia and Everything Everywhere All at Once lead the way with 8 and 6 nods, respectively. Nominations for the 80th Golden Globe Awards were announced by Mayan Lopez and Selene Leiva of NBC's Lopez vs. Lopez and shared later on its official website. Abba Elementary at 5 nods led the way in TV, followed by The Crown, Dama Monster, The Jeffrey Dahmer Story, Only Murders in the Building, Pam and Tommy, and The White Lotus at 4. And we have a little bit of update coming over from Joker 2, aka Folly at the Ox, has begun production. That came from the Hollywood Reporter. We have an announcement from Jackie Chan from the Red Sea International Festival. He revealed that he's in talks for a Rush Hour 4. And that came from Variety. So that's good. It's good hopes that that it's it'll be in the works hopefully soon. Here's an update for you in regards to Scream 6 coming over from Collider, an exclusive, I should say. Ahead of our new movie, Red Best, premiering on Tubi December 7th, actress Melissa Barrera sat down with the Collider's Christina Radish to discuss the new psychological horror. Barrera has become something of a Scream queen since taking on the role of Sam Carpenter in the Scream franchise's recall earlier this year. So naturally, we had to take this opportunity to inquire about the upcoming Scream 6 set to release in theaters in March 2023. As it turns out, the duo Matt Nathaniel Open and Tyler Gillette won't be holding anything back gore-wise this time around. In a previous interview with Collider's Perry Nemiroff, Barrera informed us that the sixth film will be quote-unquote 20 times even more mortifying because it would take Ghostface to the streets of New York City for the very first time. She touched on the new crew will experience a lack of humanity surrounded by people who refuse to get involved. Now Barrera tells us that isolation in a crowd will be soaked in blood. Like Randy Meeks said, sequels mean more blood, more gore. So there you go, folks. And we have Shadow and Bone season 2 is returning March 16th of next year. Coming over from Netflix's Geeked official Twitter account. We have Black Adam is coming to HBO Max in 3 days, December 16th. Coming over from HBO's Twitter account. We have The Flash is getting a new release date coming over from GameSpot. It has been delayed, actually moved up to June 16th, replacing the June 23rd release date. And we have Black Panther Wakanda Forever that is staying atop the box office strong for the fifth weekend as overall ticket sales crater. Coming over from Variety for the fifth weekend in a row has added $11.1 million from over 3,000 theaters over the weekend, boosting its domestic total to over $400 million. And over $1.3 billion globally. And we have the winners of the 2022 Los Angeles Film Critics Awards coming over from Variety as well. Alright, so the winners are for Best Picture Everything Everywhere All at Once from A24. Best Director went to Todd Field from Tar. We have leading performances for Kate Blanchett for Tar. Supporting performances went to Dali De Leon for Triangle of Sadness, and He Who Kwan for Everything Everywhere All at Once. We have Best Screenplay went to Todd Field for Tar. Best Cinematography went to Michael Demack for EO. Best Editing went to Blair McLendell for After Sun. Best Production Design went to Dylan Cole and Ben Proctor for Avatar The Way of Water. Best Music Score went to M.M. Caravani for Triple R. Best Foreign Language went to EO. Best Documentary and Non-Fiction Film went to All the Beauty and the Bloodshed. Best Animation went to Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Best Generation Award went to Davey Show and Park Ji-mi, Return to Seoul. Douglas Edwards Experimental Film Prize went to the Humani Corporis Fabrica, and the Career Achievement Award went to Claire Denis. Let's see. As for the Red Sea winners from the Red Sea Film Festival, I should say, we have film Lula Audience Award for Best Story Film went to How I Got There. We have film Lula Audience Award for Best Film went to Jima He Chong-ming. Silver Yosef for Red Sea Virtual Reality went to Arver Dice. Gold Yosef for Red Sea Virtual Reality went to From the Main Square. We went, let's see, Silver Yosef for the short competition went to Will My Parents Come to See Me? Hawari went, wait, no, hold on. Gold Yosef for short competition went to On My Mother's Grave. Red Sea competition Best Cinematic Achievement went to Darrate Manajim. We have a Red Sea competition for Best Actor went to Adam Bessar for Harka. A Red Sea competition for Best Actress went to Adila Badimarad for The Last Queen. Red Sea competition for Best Screenplay went to A Childless Village. Red Sea competition jury prize went to Within Sand. Red Sea competition for Best Director went to Lofty Nathan. A Red Sea competition for Best Film went to Hanging Gardens. And the Chopard Award went to The Young Rising Star. And that's about it. We have Netflix is apparently creating a live action adaptation of My Hero Academia. Coming over from The Hollywood Reporter. From Netflix, from Legendary Entertainment, best known for its MonsterVerse tentpoles. So hopefully they'll do it justice. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay, so we're done with entertainment, folks, and I'll move on to sports. Alrighty, folks. So the first one, now we have a little bit of sad news coming over from CBS Sports. Legendary NBA player and former coach Paul Silas has died at the age of 79. The Houston Rockets have confirmed. Silas spent 16 years as an NBA player, winning 3 championships, 2 with the Boston Celtics and 1 with the Seattle Supersonics. He was a 2-time All-Star and 5-time All-Defensive player during his playing career, which spanned 5 teams over nearly 2 decades. So may he rest in peace. So we have an exclusive from Variety. John Cena will appear on final WWE SmackDown of 2022. An exclusive. Variety has learned that the iconic professional wrestler and actor is set to appear on the final SmackDown Live of the year on December 30th, which will take place at the MLE Arena in Tampa, Florida. According to an individual with knowledge of the matter, more announcements are planned for the episode in the coming weeks. This will mark Cena's second appearance on the WWE in 2022. We have another bit of good news as well, that Brittany Griner has arrived in the US after being released from Russian custody. Coming over from WLWT, which is a new website that I'm actually getting a news source from. After being released from custody in a prisoner exchange, she did arrive early Friday. Was taken to Brooke Army Medical Center for an evaluation. So her release was secured after a prison swap between the US and Russia that involved international arms dealer Victor Bout, who was arrested back in 2008 in Thailand and was extradited to the US back in 2010. The exchange was conducted Thursday in Abu Dhabi. All right, and we have an update on the 2023 She Believes Cup coming over from CBS Sports. That the United States women's national team played the first matches in the 2023 and on home soil in February as they host the 2023 She Believes Cup. U.S. Soccer has announced on Friday the tournament is scheduled to take place between February 16th through the 22nd, and Brazil, Canada, and Japan will join the U.S. women's national team in the 8th annual event. Each of the four nations have qualified for the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand. So it'll debut on February 16th between Japan and Brazil at 4 p.m. and the US will take on Canada at 7 p.m. Will be followed by Sunday the 19th. US will take on Japan at 3:30 p.m. and Brazil will take on Canada at 6:30 p.m. And February 22nd will follow up. Canada will take on Japan at 4, and the US and Brazil will the match will take place at 7 p.m. And these times are all Eastern Standard Times, by the way. So now we're gonna go on to the World Cup semifinals. Coming over from sporting news. So today, who's second place? Right. Looks like the matches are all set for the 9th. Hold on. The 10th. Oh, here we go. Semifinals. Okay. Let me take a look. Well, so it looks like Argentina defeated Croatia at 3-0. And France is taking on Morocco tomorrow at 2 p.m. I feel like France is gonna win. Is gonna overpower Morocco. So we have, let me see, Argentina won. So it looks like it's gonna be between Argentina and France. I feel like France is gonna be the winner of the World Cup, 2022 World Cup, with Argentina winning second place, and I think Morocco will win third place. We'll have to wait and see on that front. And I guess we'll read into the rest of these news stories, folks, coming from ESPN. Oregon State coach Jonathan Smith has agreed to a new 6-year contract. The school has announced Sunday. Smith's deal come after leading the Beavers to a 9-3 record and will include guaranteed compensation of $4.85 million annually, beginning March 1st, and will increase by $100,000 each year, eventually landing on $30.6 million for the life of the contract. And nextly, we have Huntley, who was filing in for the injured Lamar Jackson, was put and concussion protocol midway through the third quarter of the Ravens' 16-14 victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday. Ravens turned to undrafted rookie Anthony Brown to finish the game at quarterback as the Ravens 9-4 remained atop the AFC North and ended a 4-game losing streak to the rival Steelers. And now time for some esports for you fucks. Alrighty, and these are all coming on from AFK Gaming. So we have the A-ROM Clash of 2022. Riot Games will be hosting their last Clash tournament of the season on Howling Abyss, and players will get to experience Clash on RAM in December. Apparently, it's an in-game mode of League of Legends in a 5v5 format on the Howling Abyss, with objectives to destroy the opposing teams in excess. We have Mark did join Exegration as their new coach for the upcoming season. He previously coached T1 for 2 years before moving to Execration. They also did announce that Juan's Bides Manalo will be the team's captain and hard support going forward. And coming in apparently regarding Pokemon Unite India's Open 2022. And apparently it's still ongoing in the upper bracket semifinals. We have Saul is taking on Revenant, TR will be taking on Gods, and apparently it'll be going on from there. And OG did announce that DM as its new off laner for 2023. 2022 Dota Pro Circuit season. The European-based organization recently parted ways with its young prodigy, Amar ATF Al Asaf, following his top 8 finish at Tier 111. DM previously announced has previously played for Virtus Pro for 2 years before leaving their organization. So I guess we're done with sports and esports now. Now move on to our last and final segment, music. So the first one up, we have the iHeartRadio's 2022 Jingle Ball schedule. So Madison Square Garden held their performance on December 9th, but the performers of are as follows: Dua Lipa, Lizzo, Charlie Puth, Backstreet Boys, The Kid Laroi, AJR, Demi Lovato, The Wax, Max, Dove Cameron, Jax, and JVKE. And its lineup is subject to change. So, like I said, Friday, so New York. The 13th, which is today, they are in DC, followed by Atlanta, the 15th, Tampa on the 16th, and Fort Lauderdale and Miami on the 18th. And next, we have Miley Cyrus has revealed some of her New Year's Eve party lineup on The Tonight Show. So, of course, it will be Miley Cyrus, mainlined by Dolly Parton, and followed by Sia, Lato, and Raya Seramint are among the musical artists that have been announced. This came from Billboard. We have Metro Booming scores his third number one album on the Billboard 200 with Heroes and Villains, giving the producer his third leader on the list. Okay, that came from Billboard, obviously. And we have Demi Lovato is back in the studio, creating even more music, following her reveal of her 8th studio album. That came from Billboard as well. And we have Tia Lee is apparently her highly anticipated music video for her new song "Goodbye Princess" was released exclusively on YouTube and Weibo, which is now available. Thank you, Billboard, for that. We have Gucci Mane has dropped an 80s song album that's taking over the internet, apparently coming from iHeart. Dub Soul Icy Boys The Finale was released on Thursday, December 8th. The 4-disc project, which is produced by Zaya Toven, includes songs old and new, plus features from 2 Chainz, Offset, Quavo, Lil Baby, Jeremiah, Trey Songz, Pooh Shiesty, and Lil TJ, just to name a few. Like, wow, 80 songs. All right. And we have new songs that are not available by SZA's her SOS album, which is now available. We have Luna Del Rey has announced her upcoming 9th album, and also unveiling the title track. Sweeping. We have Polo G and Paramore also revealed the new singles on Friday. So Polo G's My All and Paramore's The News. Lana Del Rey's Did You Know There Is a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard. That's actually the name of the song. Sheesh. We have a Boogie with the Hoodie has shared his 4th studio album, Me Versus Myself, which includes collabs with her, Roddy Ricch, Cody Black, and more. And we have Sky Katz has her POS album her single is now available. She released on December 9th. And lastly we have Billboard's Hot 100, top 5 out of the Hot 100 chart are as follows. We have Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. Of course, it's the season again. We have Brenda Lee's Rock Around the Christmas Tree at number 2. Jiggle Ball Rock by Bobby Helms at number 3. A Holly Jolly Christmas at number 4 by Harry Ives. And Metro Boomin, The Weeknd and 21 Savage, Creepin' is at number 5. I guess we'll go into some reading mail. If you guys are interested in sending us reading mail, here's how you can contact us. We want to know your feedback, your thoughts, and questions you may have for us. Send us reading mail on the Discord server. Leaving a voice note over at Theimpactplay, or even via a voice note over at Theimpactplay. But now you have a new way of doing it. By the end of every episode, if you guys are listening on Spotify, there is a question that will ask for your thoughts on the most recent on that episode. You can even reply directly on there if you guys so choose, and we will be updated as well on that. So who knows, your feedback will either be read live or even read live here on the show. But thank you guys so much for making us a part of your day. We should join the community server over on Discord. Be sure to enter exclamation Discord in chat now, or by clicking on the Discord invite link in our about pages as well. Guys, we're trying to unlock something on Twitch and we need your help Twitch and YouTube, actually, I should say. Share the channel with your friends if you're and friends, anyone who believe will benefit from the show. Leave us a review. You're turning in your favorite platform. I guess we'll get into, we'll check if there's any last minute news that we may have missed or something breaking, we'll read it live here on the show. Otherwise, I guess just hang tight and we'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, we are back and we have a couple of breaking news, some things that we may have missed, and what have you. Alright, these are no order, these are just randomly. So we have Overwatch's 2 Winter Wonderland is back, and it's going in now through through January 4th. We have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is getting 3 waves that are available now. We have Focused Entertainment's Black Tail game is being released in 2 days. We have Rec Room has unveiled a new collab with Masters of the Universe for to bring He-Man into the forefront. And we have some upcoming specs for the upcoming Galaxy S23 devices. Come over from Yogesh Brer's Twitter account. So we have the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra is apparently getting a 200 megapixel plus a 10 megapixel periscope and a 10 megapixel and a 12 megapixel ultra wide. The Galaxy S23 Plus is getting a 50 megapixel plus a 10 megapixel and a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. We have the Galaxy S23 is apparently getting a 50 megapixel camera plus a 12 megapixel ultra wide plus a 10 megapixel telescope lens, and they're looking at a mid-February release date, so I'll have to wait and see. And apparently OnePlus is launching upcoming mechanical keyboards for your PC. And Google apparently will be dropping a December Android update for Pixels as available today that will enable 5G on the Pixel 6a, 7, and 7 Pro and 7 Pro. And we have some breaking news for you that Kylie Murray suffered a season-ending torn ACL injury last night. Coming from ESPN, SZA apparently is going on tour after dropping her SOS album. Starting on her SOS tour, let's see, in North America, starting February 21st of next year, starting with Columbus, Ohio, and ending in March 22nd in LA, making stops in Austin, Atlanta, New York, Philly, Toronto, Seattle, and more. Alrighty. Looks like that's all we have for you, folks. I guess we're gonna end it here now, folks. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you. If you guys unfortunately weren't able to join us live, this video will be uploaded and after edited and uploaded later on our YouTube channel, as well as your favorite podcast platform. But nonetheless, for all of you tier 2 supporters and above, I'll see you on the exclusive poster. For everyone else, have a good one, folks.